Hello, this is Francisco Perez. Welcome to another educational lesson. Said I am a king in my palace.
I'm here with Solomon Kaiwalu, member of the Museum's Hall of Fame. Very glad Sol was inducted to the Hall of Fame. And here, this is a section dedicated to Solomon Kaiwalu.
All right, you see him now. You think, oh, he's an Asian. But look at him. He he looks Asian, but he looks like something different, like something more than Asian. That's the Hawaiian blood. That's the Afro Asiatic blood mixture. Just like if you're a black man, so-called black man, when you have a baby with a Chinese girl, then your baby look like this, from an Afro to this. Anywhere in between that, where it's Chinese, yeah, it's more than Chinese, something else.
And Solomon brought all these weapons here to the museum. Now, these weapons on Hawaiian Lua, talking about the stick biting, different things, and the different rope.
Now these are all Hawaiian weapons that we used to use, and now he's gonna explain to you the different weapons and show you that we we brought many of these concepts and weapons from somewhere else, whether it be Asia or America. We brought them to Hawaii with concepts that um, cannot be from Hawaii. Meaning, if we use bear martial arts or tiger martial arts, whereas no tigers or bears in Hawaii, so we must have gotten this martial art forms, or we must have created these martial art forms when we were living outside of Hawaii.
And all of this, and the different spears and everything used in the Hawaiian Islands. So I want Saul to talk a little bit about the weaponry, and that Saul actually creates these weapons as well. So, Saul.
Yeah. Michael, if you look at these weapons, these come from the root of the tree. But if you look at the human body, once the old Hawaiians died and they didn't have time to bury them, so the animals, whoever can, they eat flesh from the body. But as years go on, the bones decay and it peels off. So when you look at the hip bone, it's based on this weapon. So when the Hawaiians looked for it.
So, when I was learning martial arts, I was taught that our hands, our legs, we create our weapons based upon our bodily weapons. So we use our weapons just like our 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 arms and legs, like an extent of our body.
Any kind of club they look for trees or the roots of the trees, and they see one closer to a hip bone, says that they can't find a human body. They build their clubs with that. And to get the bone sharpened, they normally go on a rock and they sharpen that to get the thing sharpened enough so that they can use that to work with. But this is mainly to fight after something happened. But as far as the string is concerned, the Hawaiians used to take the bark of the tree, the skin of the tree, and to make strings, they used to take each bark, peel them off, and they pound them with a hammer, so that when they pound, all of the skin from the tree spreads out, and the sap from the tree comes out, and they leave the sap sitting. That's glued to that. So once they know that thing is drying out, they separate maybe 4 or 5 strings of the tree, separate them, so the sap can get to that. Once they know it's dry within 2 to 3 days, they take that and they build that up to make that into a string over here. Then they take 4 or 5 and they put them in and they get the strings.
Now, how long have you been personally actually making the weapons, and you make them there in your place, right?
At my place right now. I've been doing that, I don't know, since 1960, 61.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the same area. I've been building these weapons. But I built this for my family, my children, and had them watch me the way I build things up, because the way our body is how our weapons are shaped. Our animals, I'm the only Hawaiian that brought different animals in, because in Hawaii we never had the animals. But I keep telling my race, I said, we Hawaiians have to come from someplace. We couldn't come from Hawaii because there was nobody there. So wherever the Hawaiians or Polynesians came to Hawaii, Molokai, in these areas, they had to come from another Polynesian country. They brought the animals with them. So within the body system, my race, I said, we Hawaiians have to come from someplace. But I keep telling my race, in Hawaii we never had the animals. But I keep telling my race, I said, we Hawaiians have to come from someplace. We couldn't come from Hawaii because there was nobody there. So wherever the Hawaiians or Polynesians came to Hawaii, Molokai, in these areas, they had to come from another Polynesian country. And they brought the animals with them. So within the body system, we have our animals in our body. Like we look at the hand as being the tail. We look at this as being a malu or a club. This is the same thing. The string is in my hand, the string. This is what's called the ayeko or the eagle or the hawk. We use all of that. So all of our wood weapons are based in our body. All of the animals are based in our body. So now when I go back to this, most of the go back to maybe the 11th century. Someone that was breaking the branches of the tree to use it as tools, as the Japanese have been doing all their life.
As the Japanese, and we've been learning that the Jaman people were Afro-Asiatic people like Hawaiians. And the whole Japanese have a great affinity for Hawaiians. They have 500 words in their lexicon that are Hebrew. They have all types of Hebrew traditions. We know the Hawaiian people phenotypically connect to the Hebrew people. All of this is connected. Solomon Islands, Tonga, Vanuatu, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, New Zealand, America. All of this is connected more than we believe.
It become a miracle, a weapon. So to use that. Difference today, I sharpen these up so that we can work with the other martial arts. So to show that we have pretty close to what you guys have, except we don't have weapons. This here was taught from my mama from Kauai to us because they use a lot of paddling to work, to dig dirt and all of that. But they use these to block all of the stones that come to them, the sling stuff, the muck. When they throw those rocks at them, the Kauai warriors was using that to block them. And they had no way to come in to attack them but chop them with that, spear with the hammer, the staff. So all the weapons were made. This was.
You see the Jebusite swords? Like if we go over here and we're just pulling up. Alright, so we go Jebusite swords. Ooh. Oh, that's how you wanna do it, huh? My internet just go out. Let's just finish this thing. So if you look at Jebusite swords on the internet, this is exactly how it looks. And if you don't know, the Jebusites is a Canaanite people who fought the Afro-Asiatics. So they attribute all of all of the artifacts to those people. If you don't know, this all happened in America. And these swords still be found in America. The next video I'm going to show is going to prove even further that Hawaiians knew swords, Hawaiians knew shields, Hawaiians knew metal. If Hawaiians knew all this, they could possibly be from these other races, these ancient races that we speak about, who dealt with metal. But when they went to Hawaii, there was no metal, so they had to shift to stone.
It's not even a shark, swordfish. So, and then you look at some of the dolphins or swordfish in the back of their neck, they have a long long bone, and the Hawaiians ate the meat, saved the skin, and they made something, but they kept the bones for tools to work with. So all of the weapons come from some human body, some animals, or the trees, or the roots of the tree.
Well, thank you very much, y'all, and please be sure when you come by the Martial Arts History Museum to visit Solomon Kaiwalo's section here on Hawaiian Aloha.
Aloha. Vacuum to become a miyako, a weapon. So they use that. Difference today, I sharpen these stuff so that.
So, we was able to see the Hawaiian weaponry and a little history upon it. I'm going to end this off with a little the martial arts exercise by Solomon. Sorry, it's just messing with me because every time I try to do this, it always messes with me. Sorry if I haven't been putting out videos, but it's been difficult. I've been erasing some videos. So this is the dismount video. Solomon Kaihevalu. Kaihevalu.
He has 48 eyes. So if you guys come out of Hawaii, or the instructors come out of Hawaii, and they're Danzan-Ryu specialists, Professor Henry Okazaki, he got 48 eyes down in 1917 in that area from Puna, Hawaii. So what I'm going to do is similar to the belt. This wood in the center, it's a weapon that we use. The old ancient people. It's about 4 inches, 5 inches long, with 2 points at the end. I made it dull so that too many of my students was getting hurt. So we felt when I do the demonstration, we'll use this. But I want to demonstrate this first on the knife. So I'm going to do it both ways. Come with my knife. I want to make sure that my stance, the kani, the man is drawing the person in, so the man on the bottom has to be stable enough.
So you see his stance. Right now he's setting it up so that he is safe.
What I'm going to do is lay my rope on top of the guy so I know exactly so the knife doesn't come out. My knuckles is the one that's going to pull a lock in and more or less redirect him and matter about 5 inches to my right.
So you want to lock up your knuckles, and that tightens it, gives it a grip and a strength, and that's how you use what you use to control or to choke out.
This way I can more or less draw him in and do a redirection of his.
So with Hawaiian martial arts, just like a lot of like Aikido, Aikido and all of these different ones, different martial arts, we use the joints and the bones. So as soon as you knock away the hand, you hit the elbow, either breaking it or hurting it. What you can do is you can hit the bicep. You bang the bicep, and this will give a shock in his arm and maybe even kill his arm, like you have a loss of feeling or a numbing sensation. So you hit the bicep, and then you connect with either the jaw, the throat, or the eyes, and then you can continue on from there. So it's basically like a domino effect. You just one after another, pop, 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 pop. You know, you can knee him, you can kick him in his groin. There's so many ways you can take him to the ground. You can put him in a chokehold. So this is a little
weapon. But it's my second hand that I need to break the jaw. If you notice, the jaw is squared up. That's what I want to do on my index punch, so I can draw that punch over. Everything is snapped from point A to point B. So as I draw him, my left hand is going to push him on the side. So I got a full direction. My right foot kind of come in to close the gap on him. Now as I come in, I'm going to give him a choke.
So with martial arts, it's all about throwing the balance off while staying balanced. and able to control the situation. So you see here, he twisted his shoulder in order for throw off his balance. Now him, you see his balance. He's able to control him.
I'm using my knuckle to choke him on the outside. As I choke him in, my right elbow is going to slip up. Now my knuckles is pushing him down. You feel that? Down, that gives me time to turn him over. Now I have a choke. If you notice, most people are using chokes like this. But I'm going to demonstrate this on this gentleman. He's the one that raised his hand to the professor that was here earlier. But go down. I'm going to show from this side. I got a gap, about 4 inches. I'm using tap. Okay, now I'm going to go.
So all I did was he grabbed it, gripped it, and just turned his arm sideways, and that stretched the rope in order to choke the assailant out.
This side, turn on this side. If you notice the gap and where the choke is coming from, you remember Grandma used to wash clothes? Those knuckles, where it pushes down in the heel. This is what I'm doing. So the old Hawaiians use their knuckles to take somebody out. They use their knuckles to draw the bone and dislocate the bone. They draw the knuckles and palm of the hand to bring the fella in. I know it don't make sense, but the choke I'm doing now, the gap is between 3 to 5 inches apart. It would take me less than a second to put this man out with this type of choke. So I'm not doing all of this stuff. So what I'm going to demonstrate right now, I'm going to go this side, is a throwing technique. So we call this ikua. So the man come in, we use our lima, which is the hands, of a ka'ane. Everybody, ka'ane, ka'ane, strangling cord. So as he come in, again, I want to make sure I got him trapped up to a certain point. I want to bring him in, and I want to redirect that hand. Now, it's not a punch, but I'm going to follow his bone as I throw my double punch up to him, and my double punch is this. Here's my first punch. Here's my second punch. Let me show him here. As he's coming in, I want to show my first punch, second punch. So I'm just going to float this right in so I can hit him twice with one motion. So now I go with the throw. I want to reach right, pull the hand, double punch it, get the choke, and set him up with the throw. Go for me, brother. Okay, you okay? All right. Let me do this slow on this side. As the man coming in, I want to make sure my hip pulls over, and I got a split second to trap that hand. So as I pull him in, I move my left hand up, throw the punch. Now I'm going to hug him like I love this guy. We call him Mahu in Hawaii. One of those funny guys. My left hand is going to punch, my right hand is going to pull. And in most Chinese got that push-pull. But what I'm trying to do is stay with this man at the same time. Now I'm using my elbow, my knuckles, and my right hand to choke him and turn him so I shift. Go over, brother. I want to make sure now, look at my hand. You guys see the gap? You see the choke? I don't want to do that. I want to punch him, push my knuckle down, call him. This is a better choke than going like this. I'm going to put this away. If I want to do that, I want my hand.
So watch this choke. See, Hawaiians is very efficient. Our people are very efficient. Look at the choke. Study the choke.
You guys see the gap? You see the choke? I don't want to do that. I want to punch him. Push.
So his right hand is punching his head while holding the rope, gripping it tight. His other hand, which is the rope around the other side of his neck, is pressing into his spine. This is tightening the rope at the same time pushing his head and body down.
Push my knuckle down. Call him. This is a better choke than going like this. I'm going to put this away. And I'm going with, most Americans call this dipstick. I was thinking of what I was going to say. I got to watch my language. I came in earlier to see how many young children was here. And what I teach don't belong to the little kids. You have to be 16 and up to train in halau. Halau means school. We have other things that we teach the children. And that's not hula. We teach them something that they use like you people does. Okay, now, as you come forward, Again, my left hand is not going to block. That's what it's going to block. Are you okay, bro? Okay, good. He volunteered about an hour ago.
So we were bone specialists, so we were all about breaking bones. So we wouldn't go for any other but than your bones and your joints.
And by the way, he belongs to Sigong, George Lim. So he's from Hawaii, so I thought I use this man. What it is now, as he's coming in, I want to bust. Oh. Yeah, put your finger there. Everybody look. Most Hawaiian chords look at the man coming with his weapon. If the finger's sticking out, that's the first thing we're going to go for. So we are bone specialists. That means if I use it on Miyakawa, I'm going to slam. Okay, hold on the right way. I'm going to slam as hard as I can to bust this. But look at my check hand. I want to make sure that guy doesn't curl back and trying to catch me. You guys see this? So I got to respect the screamers. I got to respect the Indian fighters. And I got to respect all the guys from Indonesia. I got to respect them. I have to know. So what I'm going to do is snap that hand, but leave me an inch from his hip. I want to drive my weapon in there. I want to get in there so he starts shaking this. Once he does that, I reach as far as I can. I'm going to... I want to kick it down. Sit down. I want to bust it right in the head with this weapon. I don't want him to get away from me because I like this Captain Cook. You guys remember Captain Cook? Okay. I asked my dad, did you eat this guy? He said, no, nothing. My mother said, yeah, right. So I want to go underneath and trap him. So look at it. I want to make sure he doesn't use any judo slips on me. My left hand is going to punch, my right hand is going to choke. I'm going to bring him down so that I got a spear in the back and a choke. Cap out, brother. Now I'm going to go with another weapon. One more minute. Hurry up, hurry up. I'm going to go with the paddle. You guys that are surfers, give me a staff. You guys that are surfers, come down. I want to hit that hand. I want to go for the knuckles. I got to get my foot out of the way so that he doesn't come underneath. I'm going to do this slow. I want to bust this guy's knuckles. And I'm going to chop his ear. Now we're going to make love to him. This is what I'm doing. Feel that? I want to get on the other side. I want to get the other side. Now I'm going to kiss this guy. But I want to take him out to my left in the back of me. I want to close the gap. So when I come up, I chop him in the okole. Everybody, okole. Chop him in his neck. Now watch my hand. I'm not doing this. Ready? Watch my right hand. So because it's top heavy. Okay, come on, quick. How much time? 30 seconds? None? I'm done. Hello.
All right, so that was the dismount. All love. Salam, my people. Get back into your own vibration. On with the Creator. Hi.